Now we have a classic in SpongeBall magic, the magic 10 count. Here's how I count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the magic 10 count. Here's how you do the magic 10 count. 2 balls on the table, about 8 to 10 inches apart. You're going to count to 10. Each number corresponds to a move you'll do. On 1, you place the right hand over the right ball. On 2, left hand over the left ball. On 3, the right hand turns palm up onto its ball. On 4, left hand turns palm up onto its ball. On 5, right hand turns palm down. 6, picks up the ball. 7, it places it into the left palm. On 8, do a retention vanish, pulling the ball out as the left fingers close. On 9, your right hand picks up the ball off the table, closes the hands, and on 10, you show it's jumped across. A little slow for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason this vanish works is because it follows a rhythm. So count to yourself or count out loud, follow that rhythm, and you'll fool everybody with the magic 10 count. You want to get more bang out of the magic 10 count? Do it with 4 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's learn it. For the 4+ version of the magic 10 count, the mechanics are the same, you're just using 4 balls. So very quickly, 1, place the right hand on top of the right hand balls. 2, left hand on top of the left hand balls. 3, right hand turns palm up. 4, left hand turns palm up. 5, right hand picks up the 2 balls. 6, 7, it deposits them in the left hand. On 8, it steals both those balls back out. 9, picks up the 2 left hand balls. And 10 reveals the vanish. There you have it. Go back over the video and even skip back to the first version of the magic 10 count to get the timing down right. This is the Frank Garcia version of the magic 10 count. Let's see, in my pockets I have, here it is, my magic purse. It's where I keep all my cool magic stuff at. If I place it into the hand, there it is, a sponge ball. 1 sponge ball for my little magic purse. But to do this trick, we actually need 2 sponge balls. So we'll split it into 2. Here's how I count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It worked that time. Now I know it's a little fast, so I'll slow it down for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's the Frank Garcia version of the magic 10 count. For Frank Garcia's version of the magic 10 count, you need a purse frame in your left pocket and 2 sponge balls, 1 in each coat pocket. To start the trick, go into your pockets. You're going to grab the left hand sponge ball hidden in the hand, and at the same time, pull out the frame. Show the frame, place it into the left hand between the base of the thumb and the first finger. Now your right hand is going to come over, open the purse frame, just 2 fingers dip inside, and pull out the ball. The ball goes to the table. the purse frame goes into your right pocket. Leave the frame and steal out the other ball. Point to the one ball on the table, say that you need two. You're going to split it as we've already learned. Place this ball in the right hand directly on top of the other ball. And now your first finger is going to do a sawing motion right between the balls. It saws back and forth, and the ball will appear to split into two. Now what Frank does, he does the standard 10 count, only the first time he does it, he really places the right hand ball into the left hand. Then takes the remaining ball in his right hand, counts to 10, and nothing's happened. This is a feint, and it sets up the spectators for the second time. The second time, we actually do the retention pass. Close the hands, count to 10, and the ball's jumped across. Now he offers to explain it one final time by doing it slower. This time, you want to start very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you reach 5, start to speed up until you're back to your normal speed and finish the trick. It's sort of a joke and sort of a blow-off to finish out the routine. There you have it, the Frank Garcia version of the Magic 10 count. Now we have the slow motion, transposition, and impromptu routine. First, we need, let me see here, oh, here it is, my purse frame. Not much to see, but this is where I keep all my magic things. There we go. A little red sponge ball. That's one. Now the problem is, I don't know a whole lot of tricks that use just one sponge ball. So let's see if we can't improve this. Let's take that one sponge ball and split it into two. Now we're ready to start. This is how I count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I know that was a little fast for you, so let's slow things down a little bit. This ball goes into the left hand. This ball over here we're going to place on top of the left hand, just like that. Watch, here comes the slow-mo part. One ball has jumped across. Let's try it again. That was a little fast. This ball goes in the left hand. This ball goes in the right hand. If I give a toss, they both jump to the right hand. That's the slow motion, transposition, and impromptu routine. Okay, here's the explanation for the slow motion, transposition, and impromptu routine. You need two balls and a purse frame. One ball in the purse frame in the left pocket, the remaining ball in the right pocket. Start the routine, show your hands empty, go into your pockets. You're going to palm out the left-hand ball, and at the same time, bring out the purse frame. Show the purse frame, place it into production position between the base of the thumb and the first finger. I'll turn this way so you can see. Open the purse frame with the right hand. Two fingers from the right hand reach in and pull out the sponge ball. The sponge ball goes to the table. The purse frame goes to the right pocket. Dump the frame and palm out the right hand ball. Now we're going to split the ball into two, as we've learned before. The right hand comes down on top of the tabled ball, adding its hidden ball. Extend the first finger and do a sawing motion. Let the ball split into two. Spread the balls apart. Do the 10 count that we've learned earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Retention pass. 8, 9. Close the hands. On 10 it's jumped across. Now when you put the balls back on the table, place the right hand ball directly in front of you. The left hand ball farther to the left. The right hand ball is cleanly placed into the left hand. As the left hand turns palm down, you're going to pinch that ball out the back of the hand in what's called heel clip. Now the right hand has to reach over the left hand to get to that ball. This is why you placed it over there. The right hand crosses, grabs the right hand ball. As your hand comes back, your right hand pulls this ball into the right hand. And right as the hands meet, the left hand turns palm up, and the right hand grabs the ball that's been heel clipped. Done smoothly, it looks as if the ball you just picked up is the one that's in your hand. There's a nice retention of vision, and there's a lot of movement, large movement to cover the small movement of the steel. This ball is placed on top of the left hand. Both hands are held in loose fists. You're going to lift and lower your hands up and down like a little waving motion. The left hand ball is pulled into the left hand. The right hand ball is pushed up to the top of the right hand. And show the two balls have gone across. Now, the left hand goes palm up on top of the ball. The right hand does a retention pass. Left hand closes, revealing the ball underneath. Pick up that ball in the right hand. Close your fingers over it. Make a tossing motion with the left hand. Pretend to catch with the right hand. And reveal both balls. That's it. The slow motion, transposition, and impromptu routine. Now we have Derek Dingle's undercover move. Actually, a little bit of magic with a sponge ball here. There we go. Hold your hand out. You'll be my table for right now. There we go. Which one of those would you like to use? Oh, I'm sorry. There's only one. Hang on. We can fix that. There we go. Now we have two. Great. One right there. We'll take this one, put it in my hand. We'll take this one, put it in your hand. Hang on to it nice and tight if you would. A little magic pass, a little magic pass. Mine's gone. She opens her hand, and they're both in her hand. That's Derek Dingle's undercover move. Okay, here's the secret for Derek Dingle's undercover. You have two balls. They're in the right pocket. Get your spectator, reach in your pocket. You're going to hold one in your hand and bring one out. So the spectator only sees one, but you're actually holding two. Have her hold her hand out, place it on her hand, and ask her which one she'd like to use. Of course, they won't know what you're talking about. So you grab the ball, adding this one to it, and then rip it into two pieces. Now you've got two balls. This one gets tucked into the jacket. Now this was Derek's idea when you don't have a table available to put something down. He could just tuck it, just sort of wedge it into his jacket. And the nice thing is you don't have to button your jacket to do this. This one, you do a retention pass into your left hand. Come up, pick up this one out of your jacket. Squeeze the two together. Place them into her hand. She closes her hand. You show the vanish. She opens her hand, and she has two. So this is a great way to, if you're stuck and you don't have a table, and you want to do a sponge ball trick, you can use your jacket to sort of hold out the ball. This is called the spur of the moment routine. Take a sponge ball, place it into the left hand. Give a little squeeze, and it's gone. Here's the secret. I actually have an extra sponge ball. So it's kind of sneaky, I admit. Well, actually, the sneaky part is that sometimes I don't use just two. I use 3 sponge balls. Now we're getting someplace. Okay, now we've got 3. Let's get going. This one goes in the pocket. This one goes in the pocket. This one goes into the hand. Now, how many are in the hand? Well, if you guessed 3, you were right. 3 balls. This one back into the left hand. This one will tuck in there too. This one right here, we'll actually put that one back in the pocket too. So now, how many are left in the left hand? Well, if you guessed 1, no, you're wrong, because the show's over. And that's called spur of the moment. Okay, here's how you do spur of the moment. You need 4 sponge balls. Place 1 in your left pocket, and the other 3 in your right pocket. To start the trick, your right hand goes into its pocket. You're going to palm 2 balls and take out the single ball. Set it on the table. Now you're going to do a retention pass to the left hand. Now it's actually not any harder to do a retention pass with 2 balls in the hand than it is with no balls in the hand. Grab the ball, come over to the left hand. As the left fingers close, steal the ball back into the right hand. Close the hand, open it to show the vanish. Now you're going to drop just 2 of these balls onto the table. 2 on the table, 1 gets retained in the right hand. Show the 2 balls. You're going to pick up 1 ball, adding your hidden ball to it. Show it as 1, pass it over to the left hand, and all we're doing is just keeping the other ball hidden behind it. Then you reach over and you split the balls into 2, just taking 1 in each hand. Lay all 3 balls onto the table. The left hand ball goes into the left hand pocket. Once it's in there, it steals the other ball and comes out with both balls hidden in the hand. The right hand ball really goes into the right hand pocket. And the final ball on the table is pushed into the left fist. Squeeze, ask the spectators how many are there, open your hand and reveal 3 balls. Take the far right hand ball, do a pass, retention pass, to your left hand, retaining it in the right. Take the next ball, and it looks like you stuff it all the way into your left fist. You don't. You open just the left first finger, just enough, so you can push this ball down on top of the second finger. The ball doesn't go any lower than the second finger, but from the outside, it looks like you're stuffing it way down inside there. So you're just doing this. Come down to the table, pick up this ball, and you're going to pretend to place it on top of the hand here. You're going to do what's called a pop-up move. As you go to place it on top of the hand, you will pull it back into the right hand. And your left hand lets this ball pop up to take its place. So it should look like you place this ball on top of the hand. All you've done is pop up the one in the left hand. Your right hand takes this one, goes to the pocket, and leaves everything there. Right hand comes out empty. You ask how many are in the left hand, and show there's none to finish the routine. One quick point on the pop-up move. When you stuff the ball into the hand, you can't get it to go very far because you're stopping at the first finger. So you want to watch your angles. Once you close your hand back up again, push it down as far as you can and tilt the hand back towards you just a bit. That way no one can see into the top of the hand and see that sponge ball still sitting there. Now if they do see it, they'll just assume it's the ball that you pushed down inside. You just didn't push it in deep enough. But it's best if you can keep it pretty well hidden. That makes the pop-up move look that much more deceptive. And that's called spur of the moment. Now we have a routine called short and sweet. Reach in the pockets. Let's see here. I have here we go, a sponge ball. This we place into the left hand, pushed in like that, a little snap of the fingers, and now we have 2 sponge balls. They go on the table. Now I'll show you how I count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And both balls are joined into the right hand. Want me to do it backwards? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Works the same way forwards as it does backwards. All right, let's take this ball, stuff it into the left hand. There we go. We'll take this one into the left hand also. And watch this. Faster than you can say sponge ball, 1 ball has jumped across. So now that was a little fast, so let's slow things down a bit. We'll make ball number 2 go. Close the hands, a little shake, and faster than you can say sponge ball magic, Well, tell you what here. We'll take this one, put it in the left hand, give a little squeeze, and it jumps across. It's not too bad. Let's try it again. We'll place 1 in there. We'll place 2 in there. Give another little squeeze. And we did it. Both balls have jumped across. And that's called short and sweet. Okay, here's the secret to short and sweet. 2 balls, 1 in each pocket. To start the trick, show your hands empty. Reach into your pockets. Your left hand steals a ball. Your right hand comes out with a ball. Show the ball. Stuff it into the left hand, along with the one that's hidden in there. Snap your fingers and show 2. Take the 2 balls, place them on the table. Now you're going to do the 10 count that we've already learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, retention pass. 7, 8, 9, close the hands, 10, reveal they jumped across. Now we do the 10 count backwards. Same moves, just counting backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same moves, just count from 10 to 1. Now, take the right hand ball, stuff it into the left hand in preparation for the pop-up move. In other words, you just move the first finger out of the way and pretend to stuff the ball way into the hand. But honestly, it doesn't go any further than the first finger. Just hides down behind the first finger. Stuff it in, turn the hand back towards you a bit so you don't expose this. Take the other ball, do the pop-up move. Pretend to place this ball on top. Behind the hand, let the left hand ball pop up. Separate the hands. Let this ball sink into the hand. Give a squeeze. Say faster than you can say sponge ball magic. One ball has jumped across. Say, now we'll do the second ball. Close your hands again. This is just a fake. And show that nothing's happened. Take the right hand ball. Do a retention pass into the left hand. And then show it's jumped across. One more time. Take this ball, place it into the left hand, and really leave it there this time. Take the remaining ball, and as you place it into the left hand, you're going to steal both of these balls back as in a retention vanish. Just pinch both balls, steal them both back out, close the hands, do your magic motion, and both balls have jumped across. And that is short and sweet. This one's called the slick routine. Here's the way it works. Take out a sponge ball. That goes into my hand. I give a little squeeze. It disappears. It just jumps over here. In fact, there's a second one over here. In fact, there's a third one over here. So 3 little balls in the hand. Whoa. 3 little balls in the hand. We'll take one of those balls, put it back in the pocket. Now the other 2 go in the hand. There's 1. There's 2 in the hand. So now how many are in here?
2.
No, actually 3. See, one's jumped back. I know it's a little confusing, sorry. So let's try it again here. All right. Once again, we'll take this one into the hand, put this one into the hand, put this one into the pocket. So now how many are in my hand?
2.
No, 3 again. So I know it's a little confusing, so, but that's okay. We'll slow it down for you. Take this one. This one's going to go into the hand. Here we go. This one's going to go into the hand. This one's going to go into the hand. Now, how many do you think are in here?
3.
Well, you'd think that, but we have to stop someplace, so we just stop right there. And that's the slick routine. To perform the slick routine, this is what you need. 4 sponge balls and a thumb tip. The thumb tip goes in the right pocket. All 4 sponge balls go in the right pocket. To start the trick, reach in your pocket. You're going to hold 2 sponge balls in your hand and bring a third one out at your fingertips. Set it on the table. Now you're going to do a retention pass. Now, believe it or not, you can still do a retention pass even when you're holding 2 other sponge balls in your hand. Do your retention pass, show it's gone, and immediately reproduce it from the right hand. Then reproduce the second one and the third one. Now you've got all 3, you're ready to start the trick. All 3 go into the left hand. Now you're going to reach over as if to take one of the balls. Reach over like this. Your right hand comes away with absolutely nothing. Your left hand is going to curl around that bottom ball just to get it back out of the way. So it looks like there's only 2 left in my hand, and it looks like I've taken one. You pretend to put this into your pocket, and you steal the last ball. These 2 get dropped on the table. You're going to pick up the 2 balls on the table, push them into your hand, along with that extra one that's already in there. 2 in the hand, you put 1 in the pocket. Ask your spectator how many there are. She'll say 2. You show 3. Now we're going to do a shuttle pass with sponge balls. You have 1 hit in this hand. You're going to come over and you're going to take away 2 of the sponge balls. You add this one onto those 2. Take them away. Your left hand turns down, hanging on to 1 ball. So it's kind of a confusing move, but your right hand is just going to turn down, keeping one ball, while this hand takes all three. So it should look as if you just transferred 3 balls from one hand to the other. There should be a nice retention of vision there. 3 and 3. Lay them on the table. Take 1, stuff into the hand. 2, into the hand. The third one goes in the pocket. Leave it there and put on your thumb tip. Bring the hand out, make a wave, and show 3. For the final part, the spectator's ready to say 3 now because they know what's going to happen. Twice they've been burned on saying 2. So you're going to trick them a bit. Take 1 ball, make a loose fist with your left hand, come over, push the thumb tip into the hand, leave it there, and leave the ball on top of the hand, just for a moment. Then take your first finger and shove the ball in. Even though it's 2 separate movements, it blends into one easy movement. Dropping the thumb tip in, leaving the ball on top, and then pushing it in. The second ball also gets pushed into the thumb tip. It pushes in pretty far. And the third ball gets pushed into the thumb tip. Now when you push this third one in, you're going to have to wedge it beside your finger. That way you have a little something to hold on to. There we go. Doesn't matter if it's all in there, but we'll get it all in there for you. There we go. So now the thumb tip is wedged on your hand. Your right hand comes out and immediately grabs her hand. Now they had a little flash of the hand as this has gone by, and they won't catch the thumb tip on there. How many are in the hand? She's going to say 3 this time because that's what we've trained her to say. Open the hand, and she's wrong. There's none. Show your hand's empty. You can do a quick brushing move, and you're done. And that is the slick routine. This one's called My Routine by George. Actually, we need to use one of these right here if you don't mind. Little sponge ball. Check it out. Make sure it's normal, nothing funny or phony about it. Okay. Now, real quick, which one of those would you like to use?
That one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. So hang on. Let me see if I can work this out here. There we go. Now which one would you like to use? It doesn't matter. Okay, perfect. This one goes in my hand. This one goes in your hand. Hang on to it nice and tight. Make a little pass like this. Mine's gone. Check it out. You've got them both. I'll show you how I do it. I have an extra one. It's like the master sponge that makes the whole routine work. Okay? So, 3 on the table. Tell you what, we'll take these 2 and put them in your hand. Hang on to those 2 nice and tight if you would. Thank you very much. This one goes in my hand like this. Once again, a little squeeze. Mine's gone. Open your hand, check it out. And she has 3. Great. Okay. So, all 3. Tell you what, we'll place 1 in my left hand here. In fact, we'll place 2 in my left hand here. We'll take 1 and put it in my pocket. How many are left? 3. Okay. Let's slow this down a little bit. One last time, okay? This one goes in my left hand. This one goes in my left hand. This one goes in the pocket. It's easy now. How many are in the hand?
2.
No, none. We have to stop right there. Sorry. And that's My Routine by George. Now for this routine, you need 4 sponge balls. And all 4 of these start in the right pocket. Your spectator comes over. You reach in the pocket, steal one out, and just hold it in your hand. Address your spectator, say, oh, let me use one of those. Reach up and produce one of the sponge balls behind the ear, behind the elbow, wherever you'd like. Have her check it out. While she's looking at it, you reach in your pocket and steal out 1 more sponge ball. Take the ball back from her, set it on the table, and say, which one would you like to use? And they should look at you like, kind of like you're an idiot. So we're going to do a splitting move. Your right hand comes forward with the ball hidden. You're going to place the ball, one right on top of the other. Put your finger, just one finger on it, and now you're going to start sawing back and forth. And it'll look like you're splitting that one ball into 2. Now there's 2 balls. Now you can carry on with the trick. Take 1 ball, pass it to the left hand, keeping it in the right hand. Take the other ball and hand it to the spectator. Hang on to that one for me. Show yours is gone. She opens her hand, and and she has 2. Take them out, put them on the table. Tell her you'll show her the secret to it. Reach in your pocket and pull out 1 ball at the fingertips and 1 hidden in the hand. Tell them this is the master sponge, the one that makes the whole routine work. That goes on the table. Pick up 2 of the balls, adding your 3rd one in there, and place them into her hand. Hang on to those nice and tight. Take the ball, do a vanish into your left hand, open your hand, show it's gone. She turns over her hand, and she has all 3. Set all 3 balls on the table. Now you still have 1 in the right hand. Pick up 1, place it into your left hand. Pick up a second one, adding this one to it. Place that into your hand. Take the final ball, and that goes into your pocket. Leave it there. How many do I have in my hand? No matter what she says, open your hand and show 3. For the final phase, take 1 ball, really place it into the hand. So you want to make it look just like you're doing a vanish, but really place it into the hand. Now this one, you're actually going to do a retention vanish. The difference is, when you place the ball in the hand, you're going to steal both of those balls back out. So, 1 really goes into the hand. This one comes over. As the fingers close, use your 3rd and 4th fingers to clip both balls and pull them out. Same mechanics as the retention pass. Into the hand, steal both of them out. Your right hand immediately drops to the table, grabs the final sponge, and drops it into your pocket, leaving everything there. Ask the spectator what's left in the hand. Of course, they've been trained by this point to say 3 or maybe 2. Show there's nothing there. The routine's over, and you end clean. And that's My Routine by George. This one's called Simply Commercial. Actually, check this out. I got something kind of neat here. A little artifact you may not have ever seen before. This is, there we go, a Las Vegas purse. That's where you keep all your winnings at. It's right there. I'm kidding, okay. But if I place it in my hand like this, snap it open, I get a sponge ball. Pretty crazy, huh? Actually, which one of those sponge balls would you like to use? Okay, we're being silly. I'll fix that here. If I just rub my finger on it like this, there we go. Split it into 2 sponge balls. So now, which one would you like to use? That one right there? Great. That one goes in my left hand. This one goes in your right hand. Or left hand, doesn't matter. Hang on to it. A little wave like this, a little wave like that. I'm going to try and get that one to jump out of your hand and join mine. A little wave like this, a little wave like that. And that's not right. So what do you have? Oh, you got 2. Okay. All right, okay. Tell you what here. Let's try a little something else here. Let me get that frame back out. I think we need 1 more ball. There it is. There we go. So now we have 3. Now I think we're all set. Okay. We'll take this one, and they go in your hand. Hang on to them nice and tight. This one goes into my hand like this. A little squeeze, and oh, not again. I think they love you. Okay. All right. Hang on. We're going to slow this down here. Okay. I'll place 1. In fact, we'll place 1 in my hand like this. We'll place 1 more into my hand like that. We'll take this one and we'll stick it in the pocket. Now, how many are left in the hand?
2.
No, actually 3. So it's a little confusing, I understand. So let's try it again. This one into the hand. This one into the hand. This one into the pocket. Now, how many are left in the hand?
2.
No, 3. Okay, I know this is getting really confusing. So hang on. Okay, here's how this is going to go. I'll place 1 into my hand. I'll place this one into my hand. This one goes in the pocket. Now that's easy to get rid of. You can help me get rid of this one. Open the purse frame. And we'll take these last 2 and drop them right in. Now we're all done. We'll put that away. And that's Simply Commercial. Okay, so you want to do Simply Commercial? Here's what you need. 4 balls and a purse frame. 2 balls in each pocket. And the purse frame in the right pocket. Get your spectator. Reach in your pockets. You're going to steal a ball in your left hand, steal a ball in your right hand, and bring out the purse frame. Now, the best way to do this, hands go into the pocket, search around, bring the right hand with the purse frame out first. That gets their attention. Then bring the left hand out. Now there's no heat on this hand. Show the purse frame. Place it into your hand. Now all I'm doing is just placing it between the thumb and first finger, and just keeping this ball hidden down here. Now notice the hand isn't clenched. It's just held sort of loosely. You still have a ball here. Open up the purse frame, reach inside, and pull out the ball. Set it on the table. The purse frame goes back in your pocket. Ask them which ball they'd like to use. They give you the silly look. You're going to reach over. Your hand comes down onto the ball, adding this ball to that ball. Now your first finger will be right in between them. Do a little sawing motion, and it looks as if the ball is split into two. Take one ball, do a pass to your left hand, retaining it in the right hand. Take the other ball, squeeze the two balls together, put them in the spectator's hand. Make a little wave, make a little wave. Tell them you're going to make their ball jump from their hand to your hand. You wave, yours is gone. You're like, oh no. Look at their hand. They have two. These go to the table. Reach into your pocket, steal out a ball, and bring out the purse frame. Say, let's make this a little easier to follow. Put the purse frame into that production position again. Pop it open, and take out another ball. That goes there. Now the frame goes into the right pocket, and you steal out a ball. 3 balls on the table. We're going to take this ball, add it to one of the balls on the table, pick up another ball, take all 3 of these and give them to the spectator to hang on to. Hang on to those 2. Perfect. I take this one, do a retention pass to the left hand. I squeeze, show mine's gone. She opens her hand, now she has 3. Say, wow, they really love you. These go onto the table. Now, I'm going to reach over, add this one onto one of the balls, and place both of them into my left hand. Pick up one more ball into the left hand, being careful not to flash how many are in here. The final ball goes into the pocket, but you steal it back out. How many are in the hand? Doesn't matter what she says. You open the hand. 3 balls come out. Now you say you're going to repeat this, make it a little easier to follow. Both balls into the left hand. 1 ball into the left hand. This one into the pocket. Steal it back out. You're doing exactly what you just did. Ask her how many, and show 3. Okay, you've just repeated it, done the exact same thing. 3 balls have appeared. Reach into your right pocket, dump this ball, and take out the frame. Frame goes on the table. Take 1 ball, really put it into your left hand. Take the second ball. You're going to do a retention pass, but you're going to steal both balls back out of the hand. So this one goes in. Your second and third fingers clip both balls and steal them back out. Your right hand descends onto the table, picks up the final ball, goes to the pocket, and leaves everything. I ask your spectator to open up the purse. They think there's 2 in here. Give them a squeeze as if you're turning them invisible and dropping them into the frame. The hands are empty, the routine's over. Close up the purse, thank your spectator, and drop it in your pocket. And that is simply commercial. Okay, here's an idea from Al Goshman called the drop ploy. 2 balls. Actually, if you would, take this one, hold it in your hand nice and tight. Thank you. This one goes in my hand. Give a little squeeze. Gone. Open your hand, check it out. And there they are. So 2 balls. Now actually, I want you to hold on to this one if you would. Nice and tight. Got it? This one goes into my hand. A little squeeze. And it's gone. Ashley, open your hand, check it out. And they're both in her hand. Hidden within that routine was Al Goshman's drop ploy. I'll show you what it is. 2 balls on the table. Now you can add this into any routine. You've got 2 balls on the table, 1 ball hidden in your hand. Add the 2 together, put them in the spectator's hand. Do your retention pass. Show yours is gone. She reveals that she has 2. You reach over, take both balls. You accidentally drop it onto the table. Now you have a reason to add this ball to it. That's the drop ploy. Now there's no funny movement. You just reach down. As you're picking it up, you add this one right onto it. Pick up both balls as one. Give them to the spectator to hang on to. And continue on with the routine. That's the drop ploy. It's just a sneaky way to add that extra ball to get it into their hands. Have fun with it. And now we have a trick called hanky-panky, using a handkerchief. Take the handkerchief, drape it over the right hand like this, and there we go, something's happened. We produced a sponge ball. Put that in the pocket. That's one. Oh, wait a minute. That's two. Two sponge balls. This is great. Oh, there we go. There's three sponge balls. Put that back in the pocket. Oh, wait, again. That's four sponge balls. We're doing pretty well here. I think we better stop while we're ahead. Let's take this sponge ball, place it into the hand like this. Push it downside there. Get it all pushed downside. There we go. Get it in there. All it takes is a magic pass now, and it should disappear. Gone. It's not really gone. It's just floating up in the air above me. If we use our handkerchief, we can get it back. I'll drape it over the left hand. Make a little well in the handkerchief so we can catch those particles and place them back into the hand. Here we go. A little wave, and the particles come back together into one solid sponge ball. And that's a trick called hanky-panky. To perform hanky-panky, you need a thumb tip in your right pocket, a sponge ball in the right pocket, a sponge ball in the left pocket, and a handkerchief or a silk. This can be in your breast pocket. I like to leave one corner sticking out to make it easier to grab. Reach into your pockets. Each hand steals a sponge ball. Your right hand comes up, pulls out the handkerchief. You're going to grab one corner in each hand and hold it up towards the audience. Now from behind, I've got the two sponge balls hidden in my hand. We're going to show both sides of the handkerchief without exposing the hands. We're here. We cross right hand over left hand to show the other side of the handkerchief. But notice that our hands are still facing towards us. This gives the impression that you've seen both sides of the handkerchief and both sides of the hand. After you've done this to show both sides, the handkerchief gets draped over the right hand. Underneath the handkerchief, your fingers are going to push up one sponge ball so that it pops up. Your left hand comes over, still holding the sponge ball, pinches the right hand sponge ball through the handkerchief. Now, you're going to turn the left hand, palm up, draping the handkerchief over the left hand. This brings the right hand sponge ball into view. Take the right hand sponge ball with the right hand, place it into your pocket, and steal it back out. Now, as you're stealing it back out, your left hand pushes its sponge ball up to the fingertips. This gives you some nice misdirection for stealing this ball back out. Right hand reaches over, pinches the sponge ball through the handkerchief. Turn the right hand palm up, covering the right hand, exposing the left sponge ball. Pluck this off, place it into your left pocket, steal it back out as your right hand pops up its sponge ball, just like before. Once again, grab the handkerchief over the hand. Now this time, your right hand takes the sponge ball and leaves it in the pocket. As the left hand pops up its sponge ball, you're going to put on the thumb tip and bring your right hand out. Come over, grab the sponge ball through the handkerchief. Do the production. You can show this hand empty this time. Grab the sponge ball and drop the handkerchief to the table. Now we're going to do the push-in move that we learned earlier. Make a loose fist with your left hand. You come over to the left hand, insert the thumb tip and leave it there, and leave the sponge ball sitting on top of the fist. Then you come back, and in a series of motions, push the ball into the thumb tip. On the last push, you want to wedge your finger in there so there's a little bit of sponge left on top of your thumb. Withdraw the hand, make a magic pass. Keep this hand in motion so you don't see the thumb tip. Show the vanish. As long as you keep the tip pointed straight towards the audience, they won't see it. Now, to reproduce it, your right hand reaches down, picks up the handkerchief, carefully drapes it over the empty left hand, and the left hand forms a fist underneath the handkerchief. With your right hand, create a little well into the fist. Pretend to reach out and grab some particles out of the air. As your hand comes back, you're going to stick the thumb tip into the handkerchief and leave it there. A couple more times to make it look like you're really putting particles in there. Make the magic pass, reach in, pull the sponge ball out of the thumb tip. You can end right there. You can drop this to the table. You can steal the thumb tip back onto your thumb as you show the handkerchief on both sides. Then you can put everything into your pocket, ditching the thumb tip at the same time. All that's left on the table is one sponge ball, which you can use for your next trick. And that's a trick called hanky-panky. Here's a routine called sometimes. We start with a bowl and some sponge balls. There's one, there's two, there's three. 3 sponge balls in the bowl. We turn the bowl face down onto the table. Now we're going to make those balls disappear. I'll reach in and take out one ball. That goes into the left hand. A little squeeze. It's gone. Ball number 2. There we go. That goes into the left hand. Gone. Ball number 3. For this one, we're going to go a little bit differently. This one, we're going to go underneath the table. Down here, underneath the table. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Completely gone. Here's the cool part. Check it out. Underneath the ball, all 3 sponge balls. Pretty cool trick, huh? But you know what? I think I'm about done doing sponge ball tricks. I have a better idea. Let's do a card trick instead. And that's sometimes. Okay, here's how you do sometimes. You need a wooden ball, a deck of cards, and 4 sponge balls. All 4 sponge balls start in your right pocket. The deck of cards goes in your left pocket. The bowl's on the table. You reach in your pocket and take out each one of the balls by themselves. 1, number 2. On number 3, you bring out a ball at the fingertips and 1 ball hidden in the hand. All 3 balls go into the bowl. Now you can do a move by Roy Benson called the Benson Bowl routine. Benson Bowl move, excuse me. If your sponge ball hidden in your right hand comes onto the bowl, hiding the sponge ball, and turns everything over. So like this, and turn everything over. I'm exposing this for you. So now you have 4 balls underneath the bowl. Tilt the bowl up towards you, reach in the back, and take out 1 ball. Do a retention pass to your left hand, show it's gone, just hiding in the right hand. Lift up the bowl once again. It's going to look like you take out another ball. You really just stick this ball back in and pull it right back out. Do another retention pass. Gone. Tilt up the bowl, pretend to take out the 3rd ball. Do another vanish. Show it's gone. Then you can lift up the bowl and show all 3 have returned. Now once again, we're going to cover up the balls. Take your right hand, grab the bowl, hiding the ball in your fingers. Turn the ball face down, leaving all 4 inside there. So there's 4 underneath there. Once again, you'll tilt the bowl up towards yourself, reach in, take out a ball. Now this one, you're going to go underneath the table. As your hand travels down beneath the table, once it's below everybody's eyesight, you're going to stick this ball behind your knee. It just sticks there. The hand continues downward as if it still has the ball in its hand. You're going to go, nothing in the hand. You're going to go 1, 2, on 3, flatten your hand against the bottom of the table. Bring your right hand out, empty. Make a magic pass. Turn your body to the left so you can protect this pocket. You're going to steal from it in just a moment. As your right hand lifts the ball to show all 3 balls, your left hand is going to steal the deck of cards out of your pocket. You can see how it's all covered by your body having been turned. Show the balls. A nice idea is to kick the balls forward across the table. Your right hand comes back, meets your left hand, and the deck is loaded. Now you're here. While the spectators are looking at that, you set this down on the table. You now have a deck hidden there. Pick up the sponge balls, put them in your pocket, and say, let's get on with a different trick. How about lift up the bowl and show the deck of cards? It's a great way to get into a card trick. That's a little trick called sometimes. Now we have a great idea from the mind of magician Jimmy Renaud. Take a ball, place it into your left hand, make a magic pass over it, and it magically multiplies into 2. Here's how you perform Jimmy Renaud's idea. You're going to take one ball and you're going to clip it behind your right hand, held between the middle finger and ring finger. Now it doesn't matter if a little extra shows through on the front. That's not a problem. So we're going to place another ball on top of it to help disguise it. Now this is perfect if you're working for people in a standing up situation where they're looking down onto your hands, in which case the hand would be palm up here. You have to watch your angles a bit. We'll expose it for you to see. The visible ball is placed into the left hand. As the left hand closes over it, the right hand comes away, leaving both balls in the left hand. Close the hand, make a magic wave, and the ball is magically split into 2. And that is Jimmy Renaud's idea. Now we have a trick called Veil of Darkness. Ashley's going to help me out here. Take a handkerchief. Ashley, I want you to hold this between your thumb and first finger. Perfect. And then hold the rest of this between your pinky and ring finger. There we go. Forming a little bag. Great. And turn towards me just a little bit. All right, 3 sponge balls. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. I'm going to make them disappear one at a time. Ball number 1 goes into my hand. Gone. Ball number 2. Same thing. It's going to go into the hand like this. A squeeze. And it's gone too. 1 left to go. Final ball. Take the final one into the hand, a squeeze, and gone. Now here's the cool part. All I have to do is make a little magic pass. You know what happens? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. All 3 balls have reappeared. The handkerchief is empty. And I'm going to teach you how to do that coming up next. Okay, here's the secret to Veil of Darkness. You need 3 sponge balls and a handkerchief. The thicker the better. Have your spectator hold her hands out, thumbs and first fingers. And you're going to place the corners of the handkerchief between her fingers. Now, have her hold her hands sort of flat. We're going to place the bottom corners between her ring finger and pinky finger. So it forms like a little sack. Here, we'll come down a bit so you can see. There we go. So a little sack there. Now, take the sponge balls, count them into the silk one at a time. You're going to reach in, take out 1 ball, and do a retention pass into your left hand. Show the ball's gone. With your right hand, reach in and pull out the same ball you had hidden already. Do a different kind of vanish this time. Show it gone. Reach in, pretend to take out the 3rd one. Do yet another kind of vanish. Show it's gone. Now what I like to do, I like to take the ball and using that subtlety we learned earlier, hide it underneath the corner of my jacket just for a second. Now my hands are free to come up and do a magic wave over the bag. My right hand drops back down. My left hand does one more wave as my right hand steals that ball back out. Make a wave. Your right hand comes up with the ball hidden, reaches in, takes out the ball you just put in there. That's one. Take out number two. Take out number three. You can take the handkerchief from her. Thank your spectator, and you've just done a trick called Veil of Darkness. Now we have the improved version of Veil of Darkness. Ashley, if you would, hang on to the handkerchief for me. Hold that between your thumb and first fingers. Perfect. And hold this between your ring finger and pinky finger. There we go. I'm going to form a little bag there. Perfect. In my pocket, I have some sponge balls. There's one. There's two. And there's three. 3 balls. Now comes the fun part. Take ball number one, place into the hand, squeeze, and it's gone. Let's try it again. Take ball number two, place it into the hand, squeeze, and it's gone. For the final one, I reach in. There it is. Take the final ball into the hand, and it's gone too. Completely gone. Now here's the cool part. I just make a magic pass, and check it out. Bring your hand forward, open up your fingers, and all 3 balls have reappeared back inside the handkerchief. That's the improved version of Veil of Darkness. Now we're ready to teach you the improved version of Veil of Darkness. You need your handkerchief, and this time, 4 sponge balls. Have the spectator hold this between her hands, forming a little magic bag. There we go. Now these 4 balls start in your right pocket. Reach into your pocket, take 1 ball in finger palm, and another ball at the fingertips. Reach into the bag and drop both balls in. Reach back into your pocket, take out another ball, drop it in, and finally, drop the final ball in. Spectator thinks there are 3 in there. There are actually 4. Just like Veil of Darkness, reach in, take one of the balls out, do a retention vanish, keeping it in the right hand. Say it's gone. Reach in with the same hand and pull out the ball that you just put in there. Do another retention vanish, keeping it in your right hand. Show it's gone. Reach in, apparently pull out another ball. This should be the final one. Place it into your hand, do the vanish. Now this time, as the right hand drops to the side, you're going to tuck that ball underneath the coat, as we learned earlier. The weight of the coat should hold it under there, no problem. Now your hands come up, show them very cleanly, make a magic wave over the handkerchief, tell the spectator they've all reappeared. Come down to the table, have her open up her hands, the handkerchief falls open, all 3 balls spill out onto the table, and you're done. You can retrieve this ball later on, or use it for your next routine. And that is the improved version of Veil of Darkness. This is called the sacrosanct routine. We need 1, 2, 3 sponge balls to make this work. They go in the left hand. In fact, we'll take these, we'll place 1, 2 into the left hand, place 1 into the pocket. Now if there's 2 in the hand, 1 in the pocket, how many are left in the hand? Not 2, actually 3. I know it's a little confusing, so let's try it again. We'll take this one, place it in the left hand. We'll place this one, place it in the left hand. Take the third one, place it in the pocket. How many are left in the hand? 3, once again. Okay, it's getting a little confusing, I can tell. Okay, one final time. We'll take this one, place it into the left pocket. We'll take this one into the left hand, and the last one into the right pocket. Okay. Now, if you've been watching carefully, you should know how many are in the left hand. 3? No, more like 9. And that is the sacrosanct routine. This is the sacrosanct routine. To perform it, you need a bunch of sponge balls. As many as you can get your hands on, and as many as you can fit in your pocket comfortably. 4 of them go in the right pocket. The rest go in the left pocket. Reach into your right pocket and take out 3 of the balls. The last time you come out, you have 1 at the fingertips and 1 hidden in the hand. Show the 3, place all 3 onto your left hand. Now your right hand is going to come over, and we're going to do a shuttle pass. We're going to place the right hand and its ball on top of 2 of the balls in the left hand, the upper 2, the 2 that are closest to your thumb. Place your hand right onto those 2. You're going to lift away those 2 balls along with your stolen one. You come away with 3. Your left hand turns palm down, hiding 1 ball. So it should look as if you see 3 balls in the left hand and 3 balls in the right hand. Show these 3, lay them on the table. Take 1 ball into the left hand, along with the 1 already there. Another ball into the left hand, and the final ball into your pocket. Steal it right back out again. Ask how many in your hand. Open your hand to reveal 3. Now your right hand, with its ball hidden, takes 1 ball off the table and places both balls into your left hand as 1. Pick up another ball, stuff that into the left hand as well. Spectators think there are 2 in here now. The final ball goes into the pocket. You leave it there. Your hand comes out, ask how many, and show 3 once again. For the final move, carefully place 1 ball into the left hand. Place this ball into the pocket. What you do while you're in there is you're going to grab as many of those balls as you possibly can and bring your hand back out. Keep your hand into as normal of a fist as you can make. The hand comes back out, being careful not to flash inside the hand here. Grab another one off the table. Shove that in along with all the rest of the balls inside there. Take the final ball, that goes in your pocket. Spectators should think there are 2 here, or more likely 3, since that's what we've conditioned them to think. Turn the hand over, open it up, and let all the balls expand out. Now a great way to end this is to say how many are there, turn your hand over, and just let the balls spring up out of your hands. Bounce all over the table. Makes a nice flashy ending. And that is the sacrosanct routine. Now we're ready for a trick called head-to-head. It starts out with a little metal can. Nothing in here. And 4 sponge balls. Here's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. 4 sponge balls. Now actually the idea is that one of these sponge balls is going to travel from one hand into the can, one at a time. Okay? So that's what you want to watch for. This one goes into the hand. Make a magic pass here, make a magic pass there. 3 left here, and 1 has traveled into the can. That's 1. We'll try it again. This one goes into the left hand. This one goes into the left hand. We've got 1 more left. We'll place that on top of the hand here. Remember, we've got 1 over here. Cover it up like this. Push this one in. Make a magic pass, make a magic pass. 2 left here, and 2 have traveled into the can. It's getting good now, isn't it? Okay. 2 in the can, 2 in the hand. I'll take 1 of those. Remember, it's going to travel from here to here, 1 at a time. Okay? Place this back inside the hand. Here we go. Magic pass, a magic pass. 1 left, and 3 in the can. 1 left to go, the hardest one of all. This one stays here in the hand. These ones go inside the can. Okay, once again, 3 inside the can, 1 in the hand, a little pass, gone, and the final one reappears inside the can. And that's a little trick called head-to-head. Okay, here's the secret to head-to-head. You need a can. Now, we took a big peaches can, ate the peaches, rinsed out the can, and cut the bottom off of it. Use that. 4 sponge balls. These start in your right pocket. Have your spectator check out the can, make sure there's nothing funny or phony about it. And you want to set it someplace so that she can't see directly into the can. And if you're seated, this is pretty easy. So right about there for us. Reach in your pocket, take out all 4 of the sponge balls and place them into your left hand. So that you can very cleanly see that there's only 4 sponge balls. Now you're going to pick up 2 of these sponge balls, but you make it look like it's only 1. So you reach over, cover 1 ball, grab the other ball at the fingertips. As your right hand comes away with that single ball, it turns palm towards you, so you can hide that extra ball. The left hand turns palm down, so they can't see that there's only 2 balls left. Come over to the can, and by way of demonstration, you're going to show her that the ball is going to travel from one hand into the can. You drop 1, and then push this one to the fingertips. So it should look as if nothing changed. It should look as if you just dipped in, came right back out again. So now you have 1 inside, 1 at the fingertips. This one goes back into the left hand. Make your magic pass. Show 3 in the hand, and 1 inside the can. All right. Take this one, put it back inside the can. Take 1, place it in your left hand. Take the other one, do a retention pass to the left hand, stealing it back out into the right hand. And take the final one and place it into the left hand. So I think everything's in here. You come over to the can, and you're going to grab the side of the can with the hand that has the sponge ball in it. And you grab it like this, so your fingers cover that sponge ball. So you can't see the sponge ball in there. It's covered by my fingers. There's a little peek for you. Pick it up. You can very cleanly show only 1 sponge ball inside the can. When you cover it back up, drop this sponge ball in as well. Now you have 2 in here and only 2 in the hand. The spectator thinks there's 3. Make your magic pass, make your magic pass. Show 2 in the hand and 2 inside the can. Okay. Place 2 back inside the can. Do a retention pass to the left hand. Pick up the last ball, shove it into the hand. So now you have 1 here, 1 here, 2 in the can. Do our little deceptive move. Lift up the can, show 2. Cover it back up, and drop the one that you have in your fingers. So now you have 3 inside the can. One in the hand, make a magic pass, and now there's 3 inside the can. Okay, the big finish. Place 1, 2, 3 inside the can. The final one goes in your hand. One more time. Do a little deceptive move. Show 3. Cover it back up. Drop the last one in there. Now there's 4 in here, nothing in the hand. Make a pass, it's gone. And if you want, you can have the spectator pick up the can if you want. She picks it up. All 4 balls spill out, and the trick's over. And that is called head-to-head. From the genius mind of Bob Elliott, we now have Razzle Dazzler. Actually, 3 little balls on the table. I'll place 1 ball into my hand, place the second ball into my hand, place the third ball into my pocket. So now how many are left in my hand?
2.
No, actually 3. We'll do it again. Place 1 into my hand, place 2 into my hand, place the third one into my pocket, give a little squeeze, and once again, how many are left in the hand?
2.
No, 3. So, okay, I know you're getting a little confused here. So we'll try it one final time. 1 goes into the hand. 2 into the hand. Now watch. Make sure I'm not doing any kind of sneaky moves or anything. The third one goes into the hand. Get all tucked down inside there. There we go. Great. It's in there. All I do is a little magic pass like this. Squeeze. How many are left in my hand?
3.
No, actually none. We just stop right there. And that's Razzle Dazzler from Bob Elliott. Okay, to perform Bob Elliott's Razzle Dazzler, you need 4 sponge balls and a thumb tip. The thumb tip goes in your right pocket, along with all 4 of the sponge balls. Get your spectator, reach in your pocket, and you want to take out 3 sponge balls at your fingertips, keeping 1 hidden in the hand. Drop the 3 on the table. You've still got 1 hidden in your hand. Tell the spectator 3 sponge balls. Pick up 1 ball, place it into your left hand very cleanly. When you go to pick up the second ball, you're going to add your hidden ball to it. Place them both into the left hand as 1. Pick up the final ball, that goes in the pocket. You drop it in and then immediately steal it right back out. Ask the spectator how many in your hand. She'll say 2. Open your hand and show it's actually 3. Offer to repeat it. Do the exact same moves. 1 into the hand, 1 plus the 1 hidden in your right hand into your left hand. The final one into the pocket. Now this time you leave the ball there, but you slip on your thumb tip. Make a little magic pass. Ask her how many are in the hand now. She'll say 2 once again. Open your hand and show 3. Now for the big finale. All 3 balls. This time, this is really going to fool some magicians if you do it right. Take 1 ball, and as you go to place it into the hand, you actually insert the thumb tip into the fist, and then push the sponge ball right into the thumb tip. That's 1. Number 2, again, right into the thumb tip. You want to push them in pretty far. You have to make a little bit of room in here. Take the third one, once again, into the thumb tip. Squeeze it in. Now on the final one, when you're pushing into your hand, you want to try and get your thumb alongside the outermost sponge ball. That'll make it a little bit easier to steal it back out. We'll leave it exposed a bit for you so you can see. This happens inside the hand here. The right hand comes out. The left hand's empty now, but the spectator has seen 3 very cleanly go in there. You can wave your hand very cleanly. Drop your right hand to your side. Ask her how many are in the hand. For the big finish, open your hand, and they're all gone. And that's Razzle Dazzler from the genius mind of Mr. Bob Elliott. Now we have a trick from the great Father Cyprian. This one's called, have you ever played SpongeBall? Actually, you played softball before, right? And you played baseball before? And you probably played basketball before? But have you ever played SpongeBall? This is fun. It's a totally cool new thing. Okay, 3 little balls there. Right? I'll take this one, and I want you to hang on to it nice and tight. Perfect, okay? This one goes in my left hand. I give a little squeeze, and mine disappears. But here's the cool part. Open up your hand, and you've got 2. So, tell you what, hang on to these 2. Hang on to them nice and tight if you would. Close your fingers over it. Perfect. Hold your hand right there. I'll take this one here, place it in my hand. I bring the hands near each other, give a squeeze. Now mine's gone. And open up your hand. And you have 3. Pretty cool so far, huh? All right. So we'll take this one, place it in my left hand. We'll take this one and place it in my pocket. So 1 in the hand, 1 in the pocket. I'm going to make this one jump magically to my pocket. There it is. Watch this. A magic pass. And it... Oh, it didn't work. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We'll make this work. I'll place this one in my hand. I'll place this one inside my pocket. All right, so you can see it going inside the pocket. So it's in there. A little squeeze, and hey, it worked that time. Not bad, huh? Okay, great. We're almost done now. We have 1 ball left, but we need more than that. So let's split it into 2. 2 balls. Now, this is kind of cool. This is how I learned to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they both jump to my right hand. Now, let's move along here. I'll take this one, place it in my left hand. We'll take this one, place it in my pocket. I've been doing so well so far, maybe you can help me with this last part. Just wave your hand over my hand and say, go.
Go.
Gone, just like that. You were great. And that is called, have you ever played SpongeBall? Here's the explanation for Father Cyprian's trick, have you ever played SpongeBall? Get yourself a spectator and 4 sponge balls. These go in your right pocket. You're going to reach in and take out 3 of the balls. Take out 2 singly. For the third one, hold 1 ball in finger palm. the other ball at the tip of the fingers. You brought out 3 balls, lay them on the table. Now you're going to pick up the far right ball with your right hand, adding this one to it. Take both balls held together as one, place them into your spectator's hand, just like that. Take another ball and do a pass to your left hand, retaining the ball in your right hand. Squeeze the hand, open up to show it's gone. She opens her hand, and she has 2. Reach over, take 1 ball in each hand, press them together, and add the 3rd ball in there. Take all 3 balls, she thinks it's only 2, place them in her hand, close her fingers over it. Take the final ball, do a retention pass to your left hand. Show the ball's gone, she opens her hand, and she has 3. Lay the balls on the table. Remember, you still have 1 hidden in your right hand. Take the far right ball, adding the hidden ball onto it, and place it into your left hand as if it was 1 ball. Take the next ball in line, place it into your pocket, and tell the spectator you're going to make this ball jump from here to your pocket. Now you actually have 2 in there. Wave your hand over it, open your hand, and it didn't work. See, not a problem, we'll try it again. Pick up the far right ball, do a retention pass to your left hand, pick up the next ball, squeeze these 2 balls together as one, and place them into the pocket. Now you do a little subtlety here. Go into the pocket, drop 1 ball, bring the other one back out, saying, see, it really goes into the pocket. Drop this one in the pocket, and then steal it back out. So you've done a little feint there. You go in with 2, drop 1, bring out 1, put it back in, and steal it back out. Squeeze the hand, open it up. Ta-da, it's worked. 1 ball left on the table. Reach over with your right hand, pick it up, adding your hidden ball to it. Hold it up as 1, and split it in half, taking 1 ball in each hand. 2 balls left. You're going to show the spectator how you count, and we do the 10 count that we learned earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, retention pass, 7, 8, 9, and on 10 you open your hands. Both balls will jump to your right hand. Take the final ball, make a pass into your left hand, stealing the ball back out. Take this ball as 1, place it into your right pocket, have your spectator wave her hand over your hand. She says the magic words, and we're done. And that's Father Cyprian's Have You Ever Played SpongeBall? Now we have a trick called the grand finale. Actually, I have something kind of cool here. Let me show you. It is, there we go, a little magic purse frame. Now I know you can't see anything in it, but if I place it into my hand and reach inside, I get a couple of little sponge balls. So 2 little balls out of this little empty purse frame. Now, those balls are actually named Mike and Ike, and they're both alike. Yeah, I'm a poet and don't even know it. Whew, that's a bad one. Okay, all right. Tell you what we'll do. We'll take this one, place it in your hand, hang on to it nice and tight if you would. Perfect. We'll take this one, place it in my left hand. If I give a little squeeze, mine disappears. If you open your hand, here's the cool part. You have 2. So there's 2. Tell you what, you did so well. Do it again. Here, hold on to those 2, nice and tight. Perfect. Do another little magic pass, a pass over your hand like that. Open your hand, check it out. Now you have 3. Oh, these guys love you. This is great. Okay, 3 balls. We'll take 1, 2, place them into your hand. Hang on to them nice and tight. We'll take this one. We'll very carefully place it into my pocket. Okay, 1 in my pocket, 1 in your hand. Now I'm going to come out. I'm going to tap your hand. And on the 3rd tap, I want you to open your hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2 balls. Not too bad, huh? Okay. Put it back in your hand. Let's try it one more time. Hold your hand out. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's why it's called the grand finale. Okay, here's how you do grand finale. Get as many sponge balls as you can, about 9 to 13 of them, and put them in your right pocket. Take 2 of those and place them in your left pocket, along with the purse frame. These all go in the right pocket. Okay, a bunch in this pocket, 2 in this pocket with a purse frame. Now you're ready to start. Reach into your left pocket, finger palm 2 of the balls, and bring out the purse frame all at the same time. So we're here. Show the purse frame. Place it into your hand between the thumb and first finger. I'll expose it for you. There you go. Your right hand comes over, opens the purse frame, and takes out the 2 sponge balls. Set the balls on the table. Put the purse frame in your pocket and steal one of the balls in your pocket. Back out. Show the 2 balls. You can do the cheesy line. Ike and Mike, they're both alike, although I wouldn't. Take one of the balls with your right hand, squeeze the 2 together as one, and place them into your spectator's hand. Hang on to those. Take the other ball, do a retention pass to your left hand, retaining it in the right hand. Squeeze your hand, yours disappears, she opens her hand, and she has 2. Pick up the 2 balls. You're going to mush them all together and place them into her hand. So now she has 3 in her hand. Okay? Make a magic pass, make a magic pass. Now she opens her hand, and she has 3. You're going to take 2 balls and very cleanly place them into her hand. Close her hand. This time have her hold her hand over the table, palm down. Take the remaining ball, place it into your pocket, and grab as many of those balls out of your pocket as you can possibly grab. Okay? Try to avoid the purse frame. Just grab a big handful of them and squeeze them together in your hand. Come out, extend your first finger, and tell the spectator you're going to tap her hand 3 times. And on the 3rd tap, she should open her hand. This is just training for the move that's going to come up. 1, 2, 3, she drops the 2 balls. Take the 2 balls, place them back into her hand. We'll say, perfect, let's do it one more time. Hands palm down. This time, you're going to tap 1, 2. On 3, when your finger hits the back of her hand, you're going to open your hand and drop all the balls out. So let's expose this for you this way. We're going to go 1, 2, and on 3, her hand opens and your hand opens, dropping all the balls out. The illusion is that all the balls came out of her hand. It looks really great when you do it right. Go back over the performance video and you'll see it looks fantastic. And that is a little trick called the grand finale. And now we have a great little idea from Texas magician Roger Klaus. This will really make your sponge ball magic strong. Come out with a ball, Ashley, a little red ball. Check it out. Now, which one of those balls would you like to use?
The only one that's there.
Oh, sorry. I can fix that. Watch. A little squeeze and split it into 2. Now, the subtlety here is that you reach in your pocket, you take out 1 ball finger palmed and 1 ball at the tips of the fingers. Set that ball down, and now, because of the highly compressible nature of sponge balls, I can put my hand on Ashley's hand and address her, and she doesn't feel that sponge ball in there. Can you feel it? I can say, which ball would you like to use? She looks at me like I'm being crazy. Reach over and do our splitting the ball in 2 move that we learned earlier. That's a great little subtlety from Roger Klaus. Stay tuned, we have another one coming right up. Okay, here's another great little tip from Texas magician Roger Klaus. Ashley, hold your hands out for me. No, palm up like this. Perfect. And bring them together like that. Perfect. Watch this. Bring my hands over yours. Do a little magic rub. And balls magically appear. Okay, here's the subtlety Roger's employing. You have 2 balls hidden in each hand, just in finger palm. Have your spectator hold her hands out. She holds them out palm down. Now you're going to reach over and you're going to grab her hands. Now the sponge balls are there, but as long as you grasp firmly, she won't feel them. Have her turn her hands palm up, and this is a great subtlety. The hands have to be empty from what she thinks because you're holding onto her hands. Bring her hands together, have her cup them together. You bring your hands up, turning them over so she doesn't see the balls. Bring your hands together. Now you're going to rub your hands together like in a prayer position. You're going to keep the thumbs together, but you're going to spread the bottom of the hand open so that the balls slowly fall out into her hands. This is a great little subtlety from Roger Klaus. You can really take your sponge ball magic to a whole miracle level by doing this. Here's a great idea from magician Frank Garcia. You have a rolled up bill sitting on the table, rolled up through a ring. Take a sponge ball, place it in the left hand, give a little squeeze, and it's gone. Here's the cool part. come down to the table, slip the bill out of the ring, unfurl the bill, and you'll see hidden inside is our missing sponge ball. And that's called bill surprise. Okay, here's the idea. Frank Garcia found out that you could wrap a ball in a dollar bill and then take that dollar bill and slip it through a ring. You can carry this in your pocket, and then during a sponge ball trick, you can make a ball disappear by your favorite method. Then to make it reappear, this could have been sitting on the table for the entire time. Take that off, unfurl it, and the sponge ball pops out. And that's just a cute little idea called Bill Surprise from Frank Garcia.
Hi, I'm Rob Stiff of Magic Makers Incorporated. I want to thank you for choosing Magic Makers, the world's leader in magic tricks and instructional magic DVDs.
Now this is a great way to hide a sponge ball. Most people don't realize that you can actually classic palm a sponge ball in your hand. Now you classic palm it the same way you classic palm a coin. The ball goes in the palm, and it's going to be held there by pressure from the base of the thumb and the base of the pinky. Just slight squeezing pressure will hold it in place. Now the hand can look very natural from behind. The fingers are free to do other things, but you've got the ball securely in classic palm. This is very nice for if you have to hold something else in your hand while you're doing a trick. That's classic palm. This is called the roll down vanish. Let's learn it. This is the vanish I've been using for a number of years, and it's based on a vanish from a cups and balls trick by David Williamson. The ball is held between the thumb and middle finger. You want to roll the ball up to the top of the middle finger, or to the side of the middle finger. Now the action is, your right hand comes to your left hand. As the right hand turns palm down, you're going to roll that ball down to the bottom of the middle finger. So you're going from here to here at the same time that your hand is turning over. It puts a lot of action on the ball. You see the ball very quickly go into the palm of the hand. Once the ball touches the palm of the hand, the left fingers fold closed, and the ball is stolen back out. From behind, roll the ball down, touches the palm, and is stolen back out. It's a nice quick little vanish that I use almost all the time. Now we have a great way to start your sponge ball routine. It's called the pen cap production. Take out a pen. Doesn't sound like there's anything in there, but if you pull the cap off, you get a sponge ball. Now here's what we're doing. The ball starts in classic palm in the right hand. Take out your pen. You can hold it in the right hand very freely because the fingers are free. Now sometimes I'll even use the base of the pen to help hold the ball if it starts to slip. Bring the pen up to your ear, give it a shake. When you're ready to do your production, come down near the table. Your right hand grabs the cap. You're going to yank the cap off at the same time, release your grip on the sponge ball so it falls out. The illusion is that it came out of the cap of the pen. It's a great idea to use a red pen for a red sponge ball, a blue pen for a blue sponge ball, and so on. It gives a little, makes a little more sense in your sponge ball routine. And there you have it. That's the pen cap production. And now we have my favorite vanish. Now I'm not exactly sure where I learned this, but it's a variation on another sponge ball move. Place the ball into your hand, rub, and it's gone. Here's the secret. The ball is held between the first and second fingers of the right hand. You approach the left hand, place the ball right into the palm. Now the left hand, curls over until it's right at the knuckles of the first and second finger. Now the first and second finger can squeeze in. They curl in. You thumb clip the ball and re-extend the first and second fingers. The left hand closes around those fingers and pulls away as if it has the ball. Then you show your vanish. Has a very nice retention of vision to it, because it looks as if the fingers are extended the whole time. And show the vanish. And that's my favorite vanish. This one's called the thumb palm vanish. Take a ball and make it vanish. Here's the secret. Hold the ball between the first and second fingers of the right hand. You're going to drop your hands. Your first and second fingers curl in. Your thumb clips the ball. And then both hands shoot upwards as if tossing the ball into the air. A little quicker. Make sure the hands aren't next to each other, but rather one hand above the other. Gives it a very nice open feeling for the vanish. And that is the thumb palm vanish. This is called the pinch production. Here's another version of the pinch production. Okay, here's the secret for the pinch production. To start your routine, you want to have the ball rolled up as tight as you can get it and pinched between the thumb and first finger of the right hand. From behind, it's pretty messy, but from the front, your hand looks pretty empty. Now, to make it appear the first way, you're just going to wave your hand back and forth a few inches to the left and the right and let the ball just expand in your fingers. Has a very nice feeling to it, as if the ball just grows between your fingers. Now, the second version has an entirely different feel to it. The ball starts in the same position, that same pinched position. Only this time, instead of letting the ball slowly open up, you're going to quickly open your hand. Now, to add to it, to make it pop a little bit more, you add a snap of the fingers. If you look at the difference, without the sound and with the sound, it seems to make the ball pop open that much faster. And there you go, two versions of what I call the pinch production. Here's another great version of the thumb palm vanish. Take the ball, place it into the hand, and it's gone. What we're doing here, you hold the ball in the right hand with your middle finger right on the ball. The right hand turns palm down into the left hand, and as it does, you're going to pinch the ball in thumb palm. So your middle finger lets go, your thumb takes over the hold on it, and the left hand closes as if it's catching the ball. This is nice because as you turn the hand over, they see the middle finger holding the ball. Then they see the middle finger opened out. So it seems as if the ball must have fallen into the left hand. Left hand closes, the right hand comes away. Crumble your fingers and reveal the vanish. And that's a variation on the thumb palm vanish. And now we have the spring production. Okay, let's learn it. This is called the spring production. To start off with, you have one ball hidden in your right hand. You're going to take the left ball and you're going to push it into the right ball. So the right ball ends up getting curled in. This creates some tension on the right ball. Now from the front, spectators only see one ball. Now, if you quickly open your right fingers, this ball will be shot out. You catch it in your left hand. You snap your fingers, release with the right hand, The ball travels across, you catch it in your left hand. It's a great flashy way to start your routine, and it's called the spring production. Well, that's it. We've taught a lot of material, so be sure you go over all of it carefully. On behalf of Magic Makers, I'm Ben Salinas. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Ben Salinas, and welcome to the Magic Makers instructional DVD, The Encyclopedia of SpongeBall Magic. On this DVD, we're giving it all away. We're going to give you productions, vanishes, equipments, and at the end, some great routines from some of the masters in SpongeBall manipulation. So if you're ready, get a comfortable chair, get some SpongeBalls, let's get ready to learn. We're going to start with a little subtlety. This is a great way to get into your SpongeBall routine. Now, sponges by their very nature are very light, very fluffy, and very easy to hide. In fact, one of the greatest places to hide them is behind the lapel. Just stick it in like this. Just the natural weight of the jacket will hold it. Now you can show your hands empty as you begin your routine. Perhaps put a couple balls on the table. Just casually reach up, and your thumb hooks the ball, pulls it right into your hand. With the ball hidden in the lapel, the right hand comes up, as if to just stroke the lapel to straighten your jacket. Your thumb will hook that ball and pull it out, right behind the hand. The hand settles into a relaxed fist on the table. That's it. That's your first move. Let's move on. This one's called Let's Have Some Elbow Room. Take a ball, place it into your hand, give a little squeeze, and it vanishes. Well, it doesn't vanish. It actually travels up the arm to the elbow. Here's the secret. Since sponge balls are so light, you can place one right in the crook of your elbow. Pull a little material up over it, and as long as the arm doesn't get unbent too much, it'll stay pretty well hidden. Take another ball, pretend to place it into your hand, doing a vanish, which we'll teach you later on. Show it's gone. Then with your right first finger, trace an imaginary path up the arm, at the same time extending your left arm, and the sponge ball will come into view. Pull it out, it expands nicely, looks like it came right out of your elbow. And that's called Let's Have Some Elbow Room. Now we have a couple of great ideas from the Mayfair Mountebank, Bobby Baxter from England. One of Bobby's greatest ideas was to take a ball, place it into the hand, and actually if you would wave your hand over my hand, and it's gone just like that. Now to make it come back, all I have to do is rub, and it comes back. Now Bobby's idea is that after you've done a pass and retained the ball in the right hand, spectator thinks it's here. Due to the highly compressible nature of sponge balls, you can grab the spectator's arm, pull them closer to you, have them wave their hand over your hand, and this seems to denote to the spectator that your hand is empty because you've managed to grab their arm. You can grab their shoulder, you can put their hand on their back if you need to. If it's a man wearing a jacket, you can grab their lapel to pull them closer to you. The hand seems to be empty, show it gone. Now to reproduce it, you just come up from underneath and pull it out from underneath the left hand. That's the first idea. Here's another great idea from Bobby Baxter. One ball in the hand like this. Come a little bit closer so I don't lose anything. All right. All I have to do is wave my hand like this. The ball completely disappears. Now we can make it come back too. All I've got to do is reach out like this. Come a little closer so you can see it. Reach out like this. Can you see it there? Probably can't see it, so let's make it reappear. There it is. Now this idea is just an extension of what we've already done, where we hold the spectator's arm. In this case, do a pass to your left hand, keeping in your right hand. Grab the spectator's arm, and as you pull them a little closer to you, you're actually going to tuck this right between their arm and their body. Just pull them close to you, and it'll hang there. If the arm is hanging at any kind of weight whatsoever, it'll stay there because the ball's so light. Now you can show both hands completely empty. When you're ready to reproduce it, say, come a little closer so you can see this. Something to get them closer so you can grab that sponge ball. Grab the ball as you pull them a little bit closer. Pretend to reach out and grab something. And then I just reproduce it from behind the hand. And that's the second idea from the Mayfair Mountebank, Bobby Baxter. This is Al Cohn's under the jacket move. It's a great way to have two balls in your hand, talk for a moment, and then suddenly have a third one. Here's how you would use this in a routine. You'd reach into your pocket, secretly hide one ball in your hand, and bring two other balls out. These go into your left hand, and while the spectator's checking them out, your right hand comes to the edge of your jacket, right where your fingers naturally hang, and just places it under the jacket. And it's just held there by the weight of the jacket. They check out the sponge balls, your hands are seen completely empty, and as you're accepting them back into your hand, your right hand drops to its side and pulls out the ball. Now you've shown your hands completely empty, but you're one ball ahead. Reach in the pocket, we have 1, 2 sponge balls. You can check them out, make sure they're real, nothing funny or phony about them. Okay. You take one, hang on to it. I'll take one, make it disappear. Open your hand and check it out. And 2. Okay, here's the idea. This is a great way to show your hands empty. You're actually tucking the ball under the edge of your coat. You have 3 balls in your right pocket. Reach in, bring 2 balls out, keeping 1 hidden in the hand. Take these 2 out, drop them on the table, and while the spectator's checking them out, this one gets tucked underneath your jacket. Now you can show your hands very cleanly. They've checked it out. Drop your hand to your side, steal the ball back, reach over to the table, grab one of those balls, adding your stolen ball in there. Hang on to that one. This is great because they haven't seen you do any manipulation so far. No fake vanishes or anything. One in your hand, do a pass to your hand, squeeze, yours is gone. When she reveals hers, she has 2. I take that moment to stick the sponge right back under the jacket. Now my hands are clean, she has 2. If I want to go further with this, when she's still reacting, I can reach down, steal this back out, show these 2, mush them all together as 1, say hang on to it one more time, nothing left to vanish, so we'll just do a little wave. Now when she opens her hand, she has 3 balls. So there's a great little routine from Al Cohn. This is the basic Garcia master move. Place the ball into the hand, close the fingers, give a little squeeze, and it's gone. Here's the secret. The ball is held clipped, pinched, between the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Bring the ball into the palm up left hand, and you want to aim for the base of the left first finger. The ball is placed there. Now the fingers are going to close. Now they don't curl to close, they fold. The fingers remain straight and they fold. As soon as you can feel the fingers of your left hand up against the backs of your right fingers, as soon as you feel that, you know that you're covered from the audience's perspective. As soon as you're covered, your hand is going to travel back towards your elbow. At the same time, the right, third and fourth fingers extend and pull the sponge ball into the hand. I'll expose this for you. Fingers extend, pull the sponge ball into the hand. The hand should have a very natural look to it because it's just a little sponge ball. As soon as the fingers have covered, as soon as you feel those fingertips on the back of your right fingers, your third and fourth finger extend, pulling the ball back into the hand. The right hand travels up the arm a bit as the left hand closes. And the ball's gone. That's it. This one's called the clipped vanish. From here, gone. For the clipped vanish, you want to start with the ball held between the first and second fingers of the right hand. Now you don't want to hold it so tightly that you crush the ball. Just a very light hold is all that's necessary. The ball is placed into the left hand, again aiming for the base of the first finger. As the left fingers fold over to close, they don't curl, they fold over. As soon as you can feel the pads of the first fingers against the back of your right fingers, your right fingers are going to curl in. The fingers curl in until the ball can be clipped by the thumb. And the fingers then extend back out. Now at the same time, the hand is coming back up the arm, clipping the ball, then traveling forward to sweep over the left hand. And that's the clipped vanish. Here's a quick little tip on misdirection. Now you know where the ball is going. It's going into the right hand. You don't follow that with your eyes. Your eyes should always look where the ball is supposed to be. The idea about misdirection is wherever you look, your spectators will look. So now if I were to do the vanish and watch my right hand, well, it's not going to fool anybody. I keep my eyes burning the left hand, and the spectators will stare at that too. There's a quick little lesson in misdirection which you can apply for the rest of the DVD. This one's called the exercise vanish. It's a great exercise and a great vanish. The ball is placed into your hand and vanishes. Now here's the secret. You hold the ball between the second and third fingers this time. Again, very lightly. You don't want to crush the ball. Place the ball into your left hand, aiming for the base of the first finger, and hold it there for about 2 seconds. This will get you used to placing the ball where it's supposed to be. Now as the left fingers fold over, the right fingers are going to curl in, bring the ball into the palm. From my perspective, the fingers are curling over. As soon as you feel these fingers across the back of these fingers, you know that you're covered from the audience view. The right fingers curl in. The hand comes out of the left hand, point, and the ball's gone. And that's a great little exercise and a great vanish. This is called the 1-2-3 vanish. Place the ball into the hand, and it's going to disappear. 1, 2, 3. Gone. Okay, here's the work on the 1-2-3 vanish. The ball is held between the first and second fingers of the right hand. Place the ball into your left hand, and you're going to close your fingers over the ball. The ball is placed into the hand, the fingers curl over, and now you're going to open and close your middle finger in 3 rapid counts. 1, 2, 3, and then close it. 1 gives them a little glimpse, 2 it's closed, 3 it's opened, 4 it's closed, and on 4 the ball is being pulled out of the hand into the right hand, and the first finger points and shows the vanish. Now this is great because it gives a little more retention of vision to the vanish. And it gives a little rhythm too. 1, 2, 3, gone. That's the 1-2-3 vanish. This one's called Now You See It, Now You Don't by Bobby Baxter. The ball is placed into the hand. The fingers are closed over it. All it takes is a quick 1, 2, 3, and the ball vanishes. Okay, as you can tell, this is just a variation of the 1-2-3 vanish we saw earlier. The ball is clipped between the first and second fingers, placed into the left hand, always aiming for the base of the first finger. The hand closes over, and the first and second finger open on the count of 1 to give a little glimpse of the ball. They close on 2, they open on 3, they close, and when they close, the ball is pulled out of the hand by curling the first 2 fingers of the right hand. It's pulled into the right hand where it's just held gently. First finger extends back out and points to the hand. From my view, place in the hand, close the fingers, 1, 2, 3, then the hand closes, the ball is stolen out, and the first finger points. Your stealing action, you're just pulling the ball in, and the first finger is extending. Your hand should be held very gently, not closed very tightly, but very gently. 1, 2, 3, gone. And that's now you see it, now you don't. Now we have Bobby Baxter's 2-0. 2 balls in the hand, gone. Here's the work on 2-0. This is just another attention vanish, but this time we're vanishing 2 balls at once. The mechanics remain the same. Balls are held between the first, second, and third fingers. Now alternately, you can do the thumb, first, and second finger. Held here, placed into the palm of the hand. As the fingers close over, you're going to squeeze the fingers together of the right hand, curl inward, then extend the first finger. Now from my view, balls go into the hand. As the fingers close, the right fingers curl in, and the first finger extends back out. So from here, balls are stolen out, first finger points, and it's gone. Due to the compressibility of the sponge balls, you can compress them but still keep the hand looking fairly natural to show your vanish. As I said, the same thing can be done between the first finger and thumb with a slight change in how you pull them in. In this case, the only thing that changes is that the top sponge ball sort of slides along the thumb. The balls will end up in a slightly different position, held between the middle finger and first finger. And that's Bobby Baxter's 2-0. This one's called the Quick Vanish. It's inspired by a move by Audley Walsh from his 1940 book, Spongeball Manipulation. Place the ball into the hand, a little squeeze, and it's gone. You start with a sponge ball pinched between the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Now, as opposed to coming in from the side, you'll be coming in more from the top into the hand. Sponge ball comes down. As soon as it hits the hand, the left fingers begin to fold over. Now, under cover of the left fingers, the right, second, and third finger are going to extend and clip the ball. Let me expose that move for you. From here, second and third fingers extend, clip the ball, and pull it into the hand. The thumb and first finger remain where they are, so you get a retention of vision. Into the hand, left finger start to fold closed, right, second and third finger clip the ball, pull it up into the hand, and as this is happening, you raise the right hand out of the left hand, the left fingers close, and then you show your vanish. From the front in slow motion, here, fingers fold over. Let me expose this a bit. Right fingers extend, grab the ball, lift it up out of the hand, and then the first finger and thumb come out of the hand. So you get a very nice retention of vision. This hand drops to the table, it drops to your side, and you show the vanish. This one's called the OK Vanish. Okay, let's learn it. Hold the ball in your right hand, pinched between your thumb and first finger. With the left hand, palm towards the audience, make the OK sign by touching your thumb and middle finger together, thumb and first finger together. The ball is inserted into the circle formed by your thumb and first finger. And now as the right hand closes, the left hand is going to steal the ball back out. The ball is held in the right hand near the palm in a very relaxed fist. That's it. That's the OK vanish. This one's called the animated roll down vanish. Okay, here's the secret. Hold the ball between the thumb and first finger. You're going to roll the ball down the fingers like a billiard ball manipulation move. The ball rolls from the first and thumb down to the first and second, down to the second and third. When it gets down to the third finger and small finger, it should be in the palm of the left hand. Once it gets to the palm of the left hand, the left fingers close, and the right fingers steal the ball out. This is just a retention vanish done with the ring finger and small finger, but you've got the motion of the ball rolling down to help give some action to the vanish. Behind. That's it. Now we have a move called the bold vanish. Okay, let's learn it. Now this is very similar to the OK vanish, only instead of sticking the hand and the ball through the first finger like this, you're just making a fist and inserting the ball into the fist. So the ball is held by the thumb and first finger of the right hand. Left hand makes a loose fist. The ball goes into the fist. And now, as the hands separate, I'll expose this for you. As the hands separate, the ball is pulled back into the right hand and held in the palm. The left hand turns up, the right hand drops, and show your vanish. That's it. And now we have the bluff vanish. Just like that. Okay, let's learn it. For the bluff vanish, you're tossing the ball back and forth from hand to hand. At one point, when it's in the right hand, your right hand is going to turn palm down, your left hand ready to catch the ball, but you're going to retain the ball with slight pressure from your ring finger. Make sure the hands come together. Make sure the fingers of one hand are touching the back of the other hand. Then you know you have the cover for the move. You don't want to do this. Once you're covered, the right hand comes away, the left hand closes as if it has the ball. Not like this, but like this. You've got to make it look like there's actually something in there. A little squeeze, and it's gone. From behind, the ball is going from hand to hand. And it's gone. This is very similar to a finger palm vanish done with coins or small balls. Here we have another bluff vanish. Ball goes in the palm of the hand. And it's gone. Here's the secret. We're doing the actions of the bluff vanish from before, where you're holding it with your ring finger. Place the ball onto the left hand, and you're going to roll the ball around. Fingers spread so you can see the ball rolling about. When you're ready to do the vanish, your ring finger curls in, grabs the ball. The fingers all curl in, the first finger extends, and the left hand closes and turns back towards the audience. From the side, you're rolling, steal, close the left hand, and show the vanish. Over the shoulder. That's it. This is a great vanish for the platform. This is called the pretend place vanish. Here's the secret. This is a retention of vision vanish. You're going to help aid that retention of vision by holding the left hand, palm towards the audience, and placing the ball right in the center of the palm. Now, you're ready to steal that ball back out. Hold this for a second. Close the hand over. As the hand closes over, this is pulled into the right hand. That's it, a great vanish for the stage. And now, the toss vanish. Let's learn it. Here's the secret to the toss vanish. You toss the ball from the left hand up into the right hand. You do it a couple times to get the audience used to seeing the ball going up into the air. The ball's dropped back into the right hand, and now on this final toss, you're going to thumb palm the ball. The ball gets tossed up, dropped into the hand. From here, it's an easy motion for the thumb just to nip the top of the ball. This happens as the hand comes down, and then both hands shoot upwards. The hand can be seen very empty. The left hand, turns towards the audience, and the ball's disappeared. There you have it. Here's a funky little move called the squeeze vanish. The ball's placed in the hand, close the hand, and the ball's gone. For the squeeze vanish, hold your left hand out, fingers together. The ball is held in the right hand between the thumb and middle finger. The fingers of the left hand go into the space created here, and you show the ball resting on the fingers, but still held by the right hand. Now, your right hand is going to come over the top as the left fingers close, and behind the cover of the right hand, you're going to steal that ball as your hand travels up the arm. The ball's stolen out, brought into the right hand. The hand travels up the arm, travels back down, and shows the vanish. There it is. It's a funky little move, but it looks pretty good. This is called the pretend take vanish. Pick it up. Gone. Now this one's pretty easy, but it does fool a lot of people. The ball starts in the left hand. Your right hand is going to come over as if to take the ball. As the right hand comes away, the left hand turns palm down, holding the ball with the ring finger. You want to coordinate these movements. The right hand turns back towards the audience, holding absolutely nothing, but looking like it's holding something. The left hand turns palm down and drops to your side. Continue your acting, pretend like there's something really in your hand. Toss up, and it's gone. You want to make sure you leave a few seconds between the fake grab and the actual vanish. If they're too close together, well, it's not very magical looking. So leave some space. There it is. Now we have the nip and tuck, no skill vanish. Take a ball, you place it on a spectator's hand. Have her close her fingers over the ball, and it's gone. What we're doing here is a retention vanish in a spectator's hand. Pinch the ball between the thumb and first finger. The 3 bottom fingers are free. You're going to place the ball onto the spectator's hand. Now you're going to use your middle finger, ring finger, and small finger to help close her hand over the ball. As you're doing that, the ball just naturally comes right back out onto her hand. Close her fingers over the ball. You can see how natural it is. There's very little movement from the hand. This is what makes a no-skill vanish. Have her turn her hand palm down, and then reveal the vanish at a later time. That's it. No skill, just a little bit of acting. This is called the hook vanish. Place the ball into the hand, and it's gone. Here's the secret. The ball is held between the middle finger and ring finger of the right hand. You're going to place it, come from underneath the left hand, and place it into the palm, but don't let go of it. Now, as the fingers close, the ball is stolen out. Into the hand, as the fingers start to close, the right hand comes right over the top and steals the ball out. There you have it. This one's called the Impossible Challenge Vanish. The ball starts in the left hand. Close the hand over the ball. Take your first finger, rub the back of the hand, rub the front of the hand, and it's gone. Here's how you do the Impossible Challenge Vanish. The ball's in the left hand. Now, as the left hand turns palm down, it closes around the ball and then works the ball out the back of the hand. This is called heel clip. Now, from the back of the hand, everything looks normal. Your right hand comes over. It's going to point with the first finger as if to tap the back hand. Rub the back of the hand. Now, as the left hand turns over so you can rub the fingers of the hand, that ball comes right to a position where it can be clipped by the right fingers. A little rub, and then show your vanish. It's a very easy move. It just has to be smooth, that's all. Rub, steal, rub. Rub, steal, and rub. And there you have it, the Impossible Challenge Vanish. And now, the back palm vanish. There it is. Let's learn it. Now for this, you're going to need to back palm and pinch the sponge ball. It's easier than it sounds. Sponge ball starts held between the middle finger and thumb. The fingers curl in a bit so that the ball rides all the way to the back of the fingers, as far back as you can get it. The little finger lifts up, pinches a bit of material. The thumb lets go, and the hand opens up. You end up with the ball pinched in what's called back palm. From here, push back, pinch it, and straighten out the fingers. Now, to avoid anything sticking over the edge, you want to make sure you pinch it really deeply. And it may happen that you'll have the pinky sort of hidden behind the ring finger. That's okay. Your hand's not going to stay in this position for very long. Now, these actions happen under cover of the left hand. They go into the left hand, do your back pinch, the hand comes out, this hand drops to the side and recovers the ball into your palm as the left hand shows the vanish. And that is the back palm vanish. Now we have the deliberate vanish. Okay, here's how you do the deliberate vanish. Your left hand is held in a loose fist, back towards the audience. The ball is placed into the fist by the right thumb. Now I'll expose from underneath what's happening. The ball is pushed in, and the right finger is on the perfect position to pull that ball right back out. The ball goes in, right back into the fingers, and the hand comes out. This way, you see the thumb going in and the thumb coming out. Pushed in, stolen back out, and the thumb comes out. Turn your hand over and reveal the vanish. And that's how you do the deliberate vanish. This is Mike Tannen's fork move. Ball goes into the hand, and it's gone. Now the ball is held in the right hand between the first three fingers. The middle finger goes to the back, first finger and ring finger go to the front. That's where it gets the name the fork move, like you're holding it between the tines of a fork. The ball is placed into the left palm. As the left fingers fold upwards, the right fingers curl in. The ball is clipped by the thumb, and the right fingers extend back out. You come away with the ball in what's called thumb palm. From here, down, clip, and re-extend the fingers. Now this all happens behind the cover of the left fingers. There's the steel. The hand comes away. And that's Mike Tannen's fork move. This is called the in move. Gone. To do the in move, you need a thumb tip and a sponge ball. Thumb tip starts on your right thumb. The sponge ball is held by the thumb and fingers. It gives you a lot of good cover for the sponge ball. The left hand is held in a loose fist, and as the right hand approaches, you're going to push the thumb tip into the left hand and leave the sponge ball on top. Now you can gesture for a moment. When you come back over, you're going to push the sponge down in to the thumb tip. Use a couple of pushing motions. When it's almost all the way in, you're going to place your thumb onto the sponge ball and push in. Now in this way, a little bit of the sponge ball will be trapped between the thumb tip and your finger, making it easy to get it back out later on. Once you've done that, your right hand comes away. Left hand maintains its look as if it's still got something in it. You can make a quick gesture with your right hand. Right hand drops and the left hand reveals the vanish. And that's the in move. This one's called the gaff ball vanish. Actually, this one goes in my pocket. We don't need it for right now. This one goes in your hand. Hang on to that one. Perfect. Let me get this one back out here. This one goes into the hand like this. A little squeeze, and it's gone. Open your hand, check it out, and you have both of them. That's the gaff ball vanish. Okay, here's the secret to the gaff ball vanish. You need to create a bit of a gimmick. Now the gimmick is a sponge ball, and you run a piece of fishing line through it. Tie it off, attach it to a rubber band, and attach the whole thing to a baby pin. Now this goes through your belt loop, and you'll have to adjust to see exactly where you need to put it at. Mine, I pin right about here onto my little fifth pocket. Now this sits underneath your jacket. Two balls are on the table. Pick up one ball and pretend to put it into your pants pocket. Just pretend to. Bring the hand back out with the ball lightly clasped in the hand. Reach down to the table, pick up this ball, adding the hidden ball to it. Put them both in the spectator's hand. She closes her hand over it, turns over. You say, now, we'll get that ball out of my pocket. When you reach down, you're going to grab this. And you're going to pull it so that it extends out. You do a retention vanish, any one of the vanishes, into the hand. Then you let go. The ball will shoot back underneath your jacket. Wave the hands. Show the ball's completely gone. It's a great vanish. She opens her hand, and she has 2. That is the gaffed ball vanish. This one's called Up to My Neck in Sponges. But first, I need someone to help me out. So,
Ta-da, I'm here.
cool. That worked out pretty well. This is Ashley. Ashley's going to help me out with this next trick. Ashley, a little trick with a couple of little balls. So, one goes in my hand. We'll take one and put it in your hand. So hold on to it as tight as you can. Perfect. A little magic pass. A little magic pass. Gone. Open your hand. Check it out. And you got both of them. So isn't it great? These things are great. They're like everywhere. So once again, I get one. It's kind of crazy. These things pop up all over the place. In fact, I'm pretty much up to my neck in sponges. Isn't that crazy? So hang on to this one. In fact, hang on to both of these. Hang on to those two. A little pass, a little pass. Mine's gone, and she has 3. That's called Up to My Neck in Sponges. Okay, here's the secret for Up to My Neck in Sponges. Take one sponge ball and place it into the collar of your shirt. You can put it in there pretty deeply. It's a great place to hide a sponge ball since they compress so easily, they don't get in the way. 2 balls and a spectator. Take one ball and you're going to pretend to put it in your left hand. Now, we've taught you a whole lot of vanishes so far, so pick the one that fits you best. Pretend to place the ball in the hand. It's actually retained in the right hand. Come down to the table, pick up the sponge on the table, and as you hand it to the spectator, squeeze them together as one. Hold on to these, please. Put them in her hand, and always help close their fingers around the sponges, just in case. Turning their hand down is also another great way to make sure they don't open up their hand prematurely. So one in your hand, one in my hand. Make your magic pass. Show yours is gone. She opens her hand and shows 2. There's a bit of surprise. They might even pop out onto the floor. Ready to repeat the effect? Take the ball once again. Pretend to put it into the left hand, keeping it in the right hand. And you say something about being up to your neck in sponges. I'll let you decide the line. Up to my neck in sponges. Reach up to your neck and pull the sponge right out of your collar. Now, they think that's just one, but you've actually got another one hidden in your hand. Say, tell you what, hang on to this one. In fact, hang on to both of these. Now, you squeeze all 3 together. Place all 3 into her hand. Close her hand, turn it over if you have to. Now, it's a common ploy in sponge ball magic to tell the spectator it's going to jump from your hand to my hand. This sort of throws them off as to what's really going to happen. It makes the climax that much stronger. Wave the hand. Mine disappears. She opens her hand. She has all 3 sponges, and you've just done a great trick. And that's Up to My Neck in Sponges.